Hey guys, welcome to the Daily Devo. I'm Brent, and today we're going to be talking about giving God public praise. January 7, 2019 is a day that will forever be marked in the history of NCAA football. It was the day that the University of Clemson would defeat the University of Alabama, watch this, 44-16 to win the national championship. Clemson not only became national champions that day, but they became the first team in NCAA history to go 15-0. Now, for those who may not be college football fans, going 15-0 is nearly impossible to do. That's why no other team in the history of college football has ever done it. And part of what makes going 15-0 so difficult is the fact that week after week, you have people who are rooting against you. You have hundreds of thousands of people who want to see you lose. It's interesting. I believe that David found himself in a similar situation in Psalms 35. It was a situation where his enemies wanted to see him lose. As a matter of fact, David says in Psalms 35, verse number 15 through 16, he says, "But they are glad now that I am in trouble. They gleefully join together against me. I am attacked by people I don't even know. They slander me constantly." He goes on to say this, "They mock me and call me names. They snarl at me." And maybe out of even a little bit of frustration, David goes on and asks God a question in the very next verse. The question is simple. He says, "How long, O Lord, will you look on and do nothing?" I'm pretty sure that there has been a moment in your life where you may be able to identify with David's feelings. Those feelings where it seems as if God isn't doing anything. But I love what David says in the next verse. David goes on to say this. He says, "Rescue me from their fierce attacks. Protect my life from these lions." And watch verse 18. "Then I will thank you in front of the great assembly. I will praise you before all the people." I absolutely love this because David is essentially saying, God, if you bring me out of this, I promise to make sure that I will publicly praise you, that I will publicly thank you, that I will make it abundantly clear that the only reason I came out of this storm victoriously is because you made it happen. Can I ask you a question? When's the last time you've given God praise publicly for the way he's moved in your life? The coach of the Clemson Tigers is Dabo, and he's an unapologetic believer in Christ. And in his post-game interview, Dabo was quoted as saying this: "We walk off this field tonight as the first 15-0 team in college football history, and all the credit, all the glory goes to the good Lord." He goes on to say, "You can't write Hollywood script like this. Only God can." For months, people were rooting against Coach Dabo and the Clemson Tigers. For months, people attacked them and mocked them. But when they were victorious, they gave God public praise. The next time God gives you a victory, I encourage you to give God public praise.